Okay guys, so I was in my nail room. As you guys know, if you follow me on Instagram, I had shelving on this side with polish racks, and I had my husband help me build some shelves on this side so I could have all my nail polish all in this closet. Hopefully it will all fit, we will see. But I was just getting ready to lay it all out and see how I wanted it, and then I thought, oh, I'm maybe gonna film this a little bit to see if that might be interesting to you guys or not. I'm not sure. Just kind of get an idea of how I do things. I might film me a little bit putting the polishes together and arranging them how I think looks good. It's kind of hard to arrange polish sometimes, and I get asked questions about it. But mostly I kind of start out with like the rainbow colors. So I'll keep blacks, nudes, and whites kind of together, and then I'll go off into red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and I'll stick like pinks in there with after the purples typically. I don't know, I do it different all the time, and you can definitely think about it way too much because it gets complicated because there's like purple pinks and then there's like green yellows and yellow greens. And so you try not to think about it too much, and it ends up looking really nice no matter how you do it, as long as you have mostly a grouping of all the colors together. So I just wanted to film this a little bit to see if it would be interesting to you guys or not. I've got my sweatpants on, Piper's down here behind me in the chair chilling, and it's snowing outside, and it's like the perfect day to do this. So hopefully the lighting's adequate, but I'll just go ahead and start moving things around, and then I'll come back with my camera and show you guys the finished closet. And then I think right now I'll show you the before, and then I'll show you an after and how it looks. And I love these little racks, so I will link these down below, and I've talked about them before. But if you have a closet space for your polish, I know a lot of people don't. This is what I do for a job basically. I have a closet, a space that I can dedicate towards this, and I love these racks. These hold about, I think if I remember right, 72 polishes or so depending on the bottle size. So that's quite a bit, so you can have this on your desk or have it out. It's just so nice to have them, to be able to look at them. I like to have them easily visible just so that when I'm getting polishes out for comparisons, it's just that much faster, and it saves me so much time instead of digging through bins, which I have to do at times for different brands. So I'm hoping I can get a lot of my brands out here, but these racks are really fantastic. I will link them down below, and then I'll probably have other storage things to show you guys at the end, because I really think I'm gonna have to put some brands in a different spot, but I'm curious to see how much I'm gonna be able to fit up here. So I'm gonna get working, and then I'll come back with you guys. I got it pretty much organized. There's still some things outside my door that I need to put away here and clean up, but my nail room's pretty much organized, and it feels so good to have everything have a place, all my nail polishes, and they're just easier to grab. I've shown you guys this before, but this is my filming chair, and then here is my little shelf where I keep all my seasonal polishes on, mostly the collections that I'm going to be reviewing, and I'll keep all these spring ones up right now, or all the seasonal ones up, so I can grab them because they're the ones that I want to wear and show you guys. And then here is my filming chair. Here's my filming station. I was thinking the other day when I was swatching a collection that you might want to see kind of my routine on how I do with the swatching. I don't know, tell me if you're interested in that. I thought some of you might, but this is my desk. I just use this old chair, which is fine because it's comfortable on my back. I kind of have a bad back, so I don't want to switch my chair. It works for me. It's not pretty, but but it works. And I have a nice view outside my garden. It's probably too bright to see out there, but I can see all my plants and flowers when they're in season and blooming. But here is my Alex drawer. I think that's what it's called. If it's not, I'll put it on there. Oh, there's something out of place. I'm gonna put this away. On top of here, I just put all my extra tools. I have a lot of Olive and June stuff because I love to use Olive and June. I love their mani kit. I have nail files and cleanup brushes, and I had some stored in here, but I decided to take them out and put them in this cute basket up here and just be able to grab what I need, which is really nice. And so I just have that on top. But anyway, I have my Expressies here on the top. So that's what I have here on these drawers. I get out of breath when I do all these, so pardon all the breathing. But this is a beautiful drawer. D&D sent me all these polishes last summer, and I love them. They have so many beautiful bright colors. I do have a video that has my top 10, I believe. I have a YouTube video of that, so you can check that out. And I do have a code for them too, so I will add that on the screen. Love all these beautiful bright colors, and I just like that they're easier to see. They used to just be in a big basket, so they're so much more accessible. And then here I'm starting to get all the Vice collections from the Cirque colors. I love Cirque colors. They have the best polishes, and I always pick up the Vice collection now just because it's beautiful. Here is one of my oldies but favorites from Glisten and Glow. I definitely kept that. I got rid of a lot of other polishes that I just had in here and never used for comparisons. This is one of my all-time favorites, and I will never get rid of it. If you know, you know. This is like the old classic, and they changed it, and the new one was terrible, so I will never get rid of that. Pacific Blue. And then a few others from other brands that I just want to keep around. Another Ella and Mila one that I've been wanting to try, and I'll probably put my Ella and Mila in here too once I do some more reviews for them. And then in here I have all my gels, which is nice. I have these all in a bin, and my daughter and her friends use them all the time. I love gel. People ask me if I use gel polish, and I don't, because I paint my nails way too much for that, and I just can't have polish on very long because I paint my nails about 50 times a week. But I do love gel, and my daughter loves to do her friends' nails. And they were in a bin, and they were all gross, disgusting. A few had leaked. And so it's nice to have them in here. They're easy to see and easy to grab. And then I have some other brands in here. Or actually, I thought I had those drawers right next to each other. I'm going to have to switch that. I'm going to put the Zoya up here and move the gel so it's all closer together. But these are the Zoya polishes that I have. I did love Zoya for a long time, and I still do. I just stopped getting their polishes. They are a really great brand though. And I've considered kind of picking up collections here and there. So if there's any good ones this year, then I probably will do that. But honestly, after going through all my polishes, it just makes you feel kind of gross. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to add more brands because I just feel like I'm drowning in all the brands that I have already. So we'll see. I don't know. It'll just depend on how I feel. And then I have some more gels in here. So I have some IBD and some other brands. I really like this Luxio. It's an Aztec. I can't remember how you say that, that brand, but I like that brand a lot. Yeah, and some OPI shades too. I really need to go through all these gel polishes though, because I have some that I've had for a long time, and I'm sure they're not good anymore. And then in here I have gel tips. My daughter really loves to use gel tips. I haven't really talked about them because she mostly uses them. I've never used them, but I got her this little light, and she loves that. And then in here I have some like nail stickers and some little pearl things. just little things you can use on your nails and some other random things that I've used for taking pictures and stuff. But, so that's what's in this little box. These are my chrome powders that I love. This one's my favorite from Amazon. I have a little reel where I talked about that on Instagram, but that's my favorite one. I've tried all of these. And then in here I have just some extra products and some top coats and base coats. This is all my nail stamping stuff that I don't really use anymore. Some nail brushes. Honestly, I don't ever take the time to get these out and use them. I probably should, but I usually just deal with what I have. This is one of my favorite products, Hard as Hoof, so I have a few bottles of this in here. I need to be consistent with this again because it really helped my nails so much last year when I was consistent and used it at least 2 or 3 times a day. So I put one up by my bed. That's my favorite place to have it because it ensures that I will do it twice a day, and I should put one in my car, but I know this summer when it gets hot it'll probably melt. But that would be a good suggestion. I love that product so much. My nails right now are not in the greatest condition, so I'm definitely starting to use that more. And one of the best things you can do for your nails is nail oil. I try not to use strengtheners very often, only here and there and only for a couple weeks. This is my favorite one though if my nails are feeling a little weak, but mostly I just like this and oil. I just think that's the best thing for your nails. And then in here I just put, it's kind of dark, I will try to brighten this video, but I put in all the glitter OPI polishes just because I don't reach for them very often, only when I'm doing comparisons really, or it's the holidays. And so I just kind of wanted to have them out of the way because I was running out of shelf space in my closet. And so I just wanted to have them in here and I just kept them in there. I don't really want them in my closet. I do have some glitters in the closet. You'll see that in a second. And then I have my little desk space. This is where I usually put my computer, or if I'm watching something swatching, I'll stick it over here. It's kind of nice to have this little L-shaped desk to work on that I just got at Ikea. I will link it down below. And then I just did a bunch of comparisons for what collection? The Morgan Taylor collection. So these are all out and I'll put those away here in a minute when I get to the next collection that I'm going to be reviewing. Okay, now for the grand reveal of my closet because that's what I'm most excited about. It's so fun in here, you guys. And it's not perfect yet and it probably never will be perfect, but I don't have all the polishes in like the exact spot they need to be, totally color coordinated, but I have them as coordinated as I want them right now. But look how pretty that is. Hopefully I can get back here far enough so you can see, and I'm going to turn this light on to maybe brighten it up a little bit. But here they all are. Glorious. Glorious shelves. I love that I can just shut it away, and I do love these acrylic shelves just because I can put about 72 polishes depending on their size in each one here. So I'll let you guys do the math, but that's quite a few polishes. So like I said, I just feel like, wow, this is so overwhelming, and I don't know if I want to add more brands because I'm just barely keeping up with what I have. So we'll see how it goes. I also put my yarn in here. I've kind of been getting into knitting again and started crocheting, and so I thought that was a fun place to put up all my colorful yarn and some other craft things that I have. And then like some nail lamps, and I store like my light bulbs that I use for filming up there as well. So I have my Morgan Taylor here on the top shelf. So what I did on this shelf is I wanted to put the OPI and Essie where it was most reachable and visible because I grab for them more for comparisons for sure, and I have more of those brands. So as you can see, those took up like 3 shelves each. Plus I have some room to grow, which is really nice. I have a lot of empty space. I do have some polishes to put away here on my desk though that will probably fill in a lot of those gaps, but Essie took up just about the same amount with some room to grow, which is really great. It is hard to put these in a color order, and you really have to not think about it too much. I think I mentioned that before when I filmed previously, but I like to do kind of the rainbow color, and it's hard because you have some cooler toned polishes and some warmer ones, and so I just do what I feel looks best. So let's start here with the Essie. So I started with red, then I gradually went to orange, then they turn into like peachy colors. So I put all my peachy corals together here. Actually, I just put these away, but these actually need to go up here. It just makes more sense. So I'm going to move. Oh, does it? See, this is the problem. A lot of these are kind of peachy pink, and these are more true peach. So that's the problem you run into, but just don't don't think about it too much. And then I go into my yellow, which switches to green, and then you have like blue greens, and then you have yellow greens. So then I went to like mints, and you have some warmer and then cooler toned, and then really icy blues. And then I went to like true blues, to purples. So I start with the plum in the back, and then I went to purple, and then I went to like burgundy wine, down to pink, purpley pink, and then warmer pinks. And then down here I have like whites and neutrals and browns and blacks and grays. And then I have a lot of glitter colors that I kind of like to keep separate. And then up on top here I have Essie Gel Couture. Same thing. I organize it pretty much the same. I also have, let's see, back here, I have 3 more boxes. Hi, Piper. All my stuff in the hall I need to move. She makes that noise when she yawns. She's so funny. But I have enough shelves to fill these gaps. So I have one here. I have one for down there. And then, yeah, and then I like to keep one here for all the collections that I'm reviewing. So I had taken that one. So I'm going to replace that one. So I have 3 more boxes of shelves. Okay, so now I have the OPI. So as you can see, I went from like red, orange, yellow, then green, then cooler tone greens, and then the blues kind of go into the icy purples, and then these other purple tones. Then we have the pinks. And then I did decide to keep, just because I didn't want all these white bottle caps to be in random places, because I'm funny like that. I kept all the Nature Strong polishes together. We'll see if I decide to change that later, but for right now, that's how I wanted it. Same thing, we have like all the neutrals and browns and grays and kind of white shades. Then on the bottom here, this is so nice. I used to have all these polishes in my drawer cabinet from Ikea. I love that and hate that drawer system, the one that I just showed you with all my other polishes. It's just, you can't reach into the back and it's so annoying, and it was really hard to see these oily polishes, and I love that these are out now. They're so easy to grab. So I have the Orly here. I have some boxes of Essie polishes that I need to do a giveaway on soon, and so I stuck those there. And then so there's my Orly, and then I have my Olive and June. So you can see I did kind of the same rainbow pattern for that. I put these on the bottom shelf because these white caps, if this is on the top shelf, you can't see it at all. It's basically just a bunch of white bottles, and so it's nice to have it on the ground here because I can see the colors a little bit better because of the angle that they're at, and so I thought that was really nice. And these used to just be in these boxes here, and I just had them laid out, which was nice, but I just hated getting all these boxes out. But now I have my China glaze in there. I'm hoping to maybe scoot some Essie over and have my China glaze out, but for right now I put them in those bins and they're nice and organized by color in there. I love these. If you have a smaller size collection, I'll link these containers down below. I've talked about them before, but they're really nice because you can slide them under a bed or something. You can stack them. You can get however many you want. I wouldn't rely on carrying them by this handle because it's not going to hold all that weight. I do think this is a really great storage option. And then in here I have some OPI Infinite Shine. I like this container too if you have a smaller collection because it's really nice, especially if you want to take it to go. I have some more Infinite Shine that I'll put in here. I don't reach for these too often. I probably should. Now that they're out here more where I can see, I think I will reach for them more. And then back here I just tucked in my Olive and June Petty system, which I love. I need to make a video about that. That's a great system too for your feet. It's just really nice to use. So I have that kit back there. Okay, so that's it. I love the shelves. I'm so happy with how they turned out. Thanks to my husband for getting that all up for me. I have a few more projects for him too outside. So he loves that. No, he actually really likes helping me out with stuff like that. Okay, I'm gonna shut this. I like that it keeps the light out on your polishes. I think that's the best way to store them, is out of the light. I do try to keep these blinds shut most of the time, except for this one, which really just has indirect sunlight. And then I usually have my light standing up over here for when I'm filming right here. I need to get some cute pictures or something to go up in this spot. I need my wall to be cute. I'm not the best at knowing what to put on my walls. That's really hard for me. So a lot of my walls in my house are bare, but hopefully I'll find some things. Anyway, but that's it for my nail room. Thanks so much for joining me, and we will see you guys in my next video. Bye.